Water rights are a legal authorization to use water, and they exist in almost every state. Certainly in the western states, they're all kind of the same flavor, but each state has its own little nuances. So in Washington, everyone that wants to use water has to have one of these water rights. And it can be for cities, it could be for agriculture, for industry. There are in-stream flow water rights for fish. And so water rights are fairly common. What is interesting about water rights to me is as population changes, as growth happens, as new crops emerge, there's a need to move water rights from place to place. That problem solving is really what is interesting about my job. One of the primary challenges with water rights is a lack of understanding about what they actually are. Many people can obtain a record of what the water right is that's associated with their land, and they think that is what they have, and they think it's very valuable. But water rights are actually based on what the historic use is, which may be very different than what we call the paper authorization. So one of the things that we try to do is unpack that difference between what the piece of paper is and what the actual authority is, and then what that value is to a client. So once we've done a confidential water right assessment, we're able to compare what authority they actually have to what they want to do. And if their dreams for their project are grander than what they have authority to do, then we have to go out on the open market and acquire more water rights and bring it to the property. But if their use is going to be less than what their authority is, then that surplus water can be banked and it can be converted into revenue streams for that client, just like any other asset. Water rights are very complicated, and they are driven by not only statute, but case law. And so you have to have a very intimate understanding of the regulations and the case law that informs what water right authority is. And so one of the things that we try to do is just be experts in that field and be fluent so that we can really maximize the opportunities for the client.